Back to the reality of them on the ground in Venezuela tonight, where we are getting reports that more than 800 protesters have been arrested by Nicolas Maduro, some taken from their homes in the middle of the night. Joining me right now, a senator who says we need to do everything we can to get Maduro to step down. Florida Senator Rick Scott. Senator, welcome. Good to have you here tonight.
Well, this is our chance. This might be the only chance for decades to take care of the people of Venezuela. They've lived under horrible socialism for too long. I want to thank the president being so focused to make sure Maduro steps aside. And these Democrats that sit out there and support socialism, why don't you go do a fact-finding trip down to Caracas? Watch these little kids that can't get the right medicine, don't have the food, don't have water, don't have housing. Socialism is horrible for the people of Venezuela. So I'm going to do everything I can. I want to thank the president for what he's doing. I called on him on Friday and I talked to him about these oil sanctions. I talked to the interim President Juan Guaidó today and said, I will do everything I can to be helpful. I met with Venezuelan leaders today down in Miami. I said, tell me what I can do to be more helpful to make sure Maduro steps aside and we get democracy and freedom for the people of Venezuela. What are they telling you, Senator, that they need? Well, they all agree we've got to put out the pressure on now. So the oil sanctions was something we talked about this morning. I told them I talked to President on Friday about that. I talked to other cabinet members last week about that around the White House to make sure that happened. But they're optimistic. They want to think about what happens going forward. We got to get humanitarian relief in there as soon as we can. These people are really suffering. I talked to President Duque from Colombia a week and a half ago, and he was just telling me the number of people that have come to Colombia. I actually met with some of them last summer when I went to the inauguration for President Duque. This is just horrible for the people of Venezuela, and it's a precursor. If we don't fight for democracy in this country, we're going to see exactly the same thing's going to happen here as what's happened in Venezuela.
Look, I know, and the people of Venezuela know that all too well. You've had 2 decades of socialist rule there, from Hugo Chavez to Nicolas Maduro. This is a country that once had the highest per capita income in all of Latin America, and you look at how it's deteriorated. But what's amazing to me is how the people are saying enough, and they want change, and their voices are being heard. I mean, certainly we're looking at pictures of them there on the streets just last week, and President Guaidó is calling for more protests this week. We are, the United States government, trying to choke Maduro's regime financially, but he's also at this moment looking for a workaround. He just had a news conference a short time ago there where he said that any oil cargo going to the United States of America must be prepaid. In other words, he wants his money first. How's that going to work out?
Well, I think I hope the president continues and to do everything he can. This is the time to put pressure on Maduro. No oil money should go to Maduro. He uses that money to pay the military to support him. We've got to do everything we can to support the interim President Guaidó and then help him get, free and fair elections as quickly as possible so they move back democracy. So we've got to be all in right now.
Now, there's an opportunity really there. And a lot of people have said, well, why is this country important? One, it's important, as you well know, sir, because it's just the right thing to do, and we don't like to see people suffer under dictatorships. But also there's something else going on, and it has to do with the Russians and the Iranians and Hezbollah and the Chinese. Tell me why this region is strategically important for the United States of America, sir.
Well, first off, this is an asset-rich country. It's very hard-working individuals. We see so many of them have moved to Florida, and they're continuing to help build our state. But this is an important area. They've got a lot of oil. They've got a lot of natural resources. The Russians want to come in. They've tried to come in. The Chinese have come in. We've got terrorists that come through there. They're currency manipulators. They're drug sellers. I mean, just all the bad things that come to this country. Many of them come out of Venezuela.
And we've got to stop it. But I would imagine exactly also strategically, it doesn't make any sense for there to be an alliance. I mean, didn't we see this back in 1962, right? Do you really want the Russians with a strategic operation less than 3 hours from Miami?
Well, look at how many decades we've fought to try to get democracy for Cuba. This is our chance to try to bring democracy for Venezuela, for all the individuals there that want to live under a free and fair system. And so this is our chance. We've got to do everything we can because we don't want decades and decades of oppression like we are continuing to see in Cuba. By the way,
we had a chance before, back in 2002, because Chavez was out of power for a couple of days, but that failed. I think there's a lot of people that don't want to see a repeat of that. Very quickly, John Bolton's probably one of them. He was caught on camera today with a notepad, and on that notepad it said 5,000 troops to Colombia. The White House is saying everything is on the table. Clearly, everything is. Senator Scott, do we need to be thinking about how we can help the region and help the Colombians to deal with Venezuela, as well as the Brazilians, anyone else down there?
We've got to help everybody down there. Fortunately, now we've got the leaders of Brazil and Argentina, Colombia, Panama that are all in doing the same thing we're doing whatever they can to be helpful. But think about the number of Venezuelans that are in Colombia now. I met with many of them last August, and the number of refugees that are coming. I met with the ambassador from Colombia last week, and he was telling me thousands are coming today still to Colombia. We've got to help them also.
So maybe troops?
Well, I know the president has everything on the table. We're going to do everything we can, including take care of our diplomats, which we've got to keep them safe. So I think everything's on the table right now. Maduro's got to step aside, and he's got to know that he has to step aside.
Sooner rather than later. Senator Scott, thank you very much.